Welcome to another video on my ESP32. Interesting device with lots of options like servomotor, LED blinking, buzzer, 7-segment display, LED, microphone not connected, LCD, LDR, right here somewhere, keypad. 2 probes attached to a pulse modulation for the motor. Last time I had a focus on keypad. It still doesn't work the way I like. I also had the focus on the 7-segment display, which does work by now. But there's a problem with the motor. It's a cheap one, very cheap, but nevertheless a servomotor should work. It's addressed by or controlled by pulse modulation. Therefore I want to do a test. This one is not a servomotor, it's a motor though on pulse modulation. So, since both are controlled by pulse modulation, I want to use this motor instead of this motor, for now. But the wiring is a bit different, so I have to add 2 connectors from fischertechnik, because this is a fischertechnik motor, and then see how it works. The only obstacle is that this one is operating on 3.3 volts and this one is standard operating on 9 volts. But since this is a very small motor, it might be possible to use a very low voltage, but I'll have to see. Anyway, let's first upload everything and then see how things work out. Because nothing is as bad as trying to do something and you get errors in the software. Which brings me to the following. I'm using the Arduino IDE, and that means uploading via this one, via the and then it comes into random access memory, which is volatile. So it has to make connection. Disconnect the cable and the software is gone. Which brings me to the following. Next focus is ESP IDF, which is a completely different software tool with possibility to upload to flash. And last time that gave a little problem. So let's first focus on the motor and see how that works out. Alright, software side. A little explanation for the screen view with a webcam, another webcam for the oscilloscope, set 2 pulse modulation, and whether the setting on the time is okay, that's a different question for now. Arduino IDE with the whole algorithm where this is the keypad, which doesn't work nicely, buzzer, and let's see where we got it. Yeah, so and this is back and forth, 90 degrees plus, 90 degrees minus, servomotor. So I might have to adjust this for 90 and another one for minus 90, but we will see that. Also for later on the ESP IDF, which gave a compile error and a serial monitor. But first, like I said, I have to upload. Which looks nice so far. Let me put the motor up right. LCD is operating nicely. LED segment display doing everything it should. And lo and behold, the motor is working. The buzzer doesn't do much right now because it probably wasn't plugged in. I'm missing a display segment here. Now it's there. Alright, despite the motor working, I'd like to test it anyway with this cabling. So what I need is power and pulse width. And the pulse width is orange. And the pulse width is orange and the other one is what actually? Power. So I need these two out. And connectors on it, and then see if this other motor will work anyway. Chance is that it won't work because not just for the pulse modulation but also for the other stuff, the power of course. But without testing you won't know. So will this work anyway? Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt it works. So yes, small motor, pulse modulation. It's just that the signal is rather weird. So I will have to put another clamp, and I have a weird signal here. Very weird. But this shows that the signal is more than okay. And let's also see right here. So yes, I'm quite happy to see that this motor works on 3.3 volts. I'm just not happy with this signal because this signal doesn't make any sense. And now it does. Aha. Aha, look at that. So I have, let me remove these two again. Reconnect, which means I have to connect and be careful with what you connect. So that would be this sequence: brown, red and orange. So now once again, what does the motor do? And alright, starting over. And yes, the motor works. Kind of. So, yes, the motor works, and yes, the fischertechnik motor works. But in a very different way. I will have to adapt this though. So, yeah, it's nice to see that. And I just realized that I didn't show the motor nicely enough. But I'm going to change the algorithm. So this will be 90. And since the other one is minus 90, yeah, servo position 0, and this will be then larger or equal to minus 90, so this will be minus. And then let's see whatever happens with the motor and with the fischertechnik motor. Oh, and that is of course nicely if you make a difference backwards. So let's upload again. Do you know something? First the whole thing from the LCD, yeah, that's going very nicely. Then, okay, oh, that's quite erratic, but it's quite shaky. So disconnecting again, and now I need once again these two. So this is one of them, and this is the other one, because a fischertechnik motor only has two connective points. That one, and apart from the signal, it's running one way only. So yes, it is pulse width modulation, but very, very different. Let's see again. Right. Let's hope that the servo motor keeps operating nicely. And now I have to be careful to connect everything in the correct sequence, which is this one. And this is really absolutely shaky. But the signal, at least, is very nice, pulse width modulated. So, and with that, let me also go testing for a moment the keypad. You never know. Yeah, that's the same kind of stuff. I have to pay attention, but that will be a different time. So, time for ESP IDF for now. Time for ESP IDF. While the software in the random access memory is still running, so the beeps are continuous. Now, like last time, I had to go to the ESP IDF directory, select the little project that I changed according to the example, and then finding toolchain is not supported, expected to see. Well, that's different. But how do I get this? Well, according to an example that said this. However, between publishing examples and reality may be some time. And in this case, where to get it? Well, that is from here, where they publish the toolchain. However, there's another difference, because they say, okay, that is this one, and I say no, not 59, not 59. I need 80 something. So what I'm going to do is copy this one and filling in somehow for this. So a new one, and then somehow, oops, that is not working out. Alright, I copied and copied, so that's not a good choice. Not this one, but this one. I need this one. Go back, and yeah, I should remove all this anyway. That would be copy, or in this case paste. Enter. You're kidding. Okay, then I do something different, knowing what version I should have. Where does this lead me? Nowhere. Okay, so it's a link with only that part. Going back. Do I have... oh wait, yeah. Then I think I know, because they have .tar.gz. Right. And that may be a difference. It's not found either. So this is going to be a challenge, which version and how to take it. Not quite sure where this leads, but we'll see. After some searching and trying, I finally managed to get my requested version from the net, and I just extracted it. Hopefully this didn't change somehow, so but I got no error in extracting, so I assume it works, which means that I am going back to this directory and once again say make. And now I am getting no errors. So I could say flash and then, or make flash, then everything is apparently sent in to the flash. Will it run? Well, apart from the message DAC out voltage, which appears to be deprecated, and the AC is digital to analog conversion, output voltage. I have no idea what the result will be. Anyway, I can always try. And make flash is quite a bit shorter than the rest of what I should do. So let's do it. And then anything goes wrong. Or so. Device or resource busy. Okay, that means that I have to pull the plug. Literally. And I'm not doing that here. I'm doing that on my laptop side. So, here goes. And plug. Now everything is gone. And again make flash. And again lots of errors. No such file directory. That means that I may have to check something. Right. That is not it. Not either. Yeah, okay. It is set to USB 2. Default baud rate 115200, which is exactly correct. So with this being correct, why does it say no such file or directory dev T2i USB 2? Okay, that's another thing, of course. T2i USB. Because it has 3 now. I replugged it. I have to do it again. Wait, that's the whole thing. Right. No, yeah, that is fine. And this has to be 3. Right. And now save. Okay. Exit. Go again. Oh, details. Devil is in the details. Make flash. Ah, see, that is going to be a lot better. And it may take quite a while. So, let's come back after it has done it. And everything has been done nicely. And a familiar message, hard resetting via RTS pin. But look at this. And look at this. Yeah, pulses modulation fine. Is this what I expected? No, because I didn't know what to expect. But apparently it just does work. That's the only thing. So how to continue? Well, this is in flash. So now the question is, when I pull the plug and put it in, will it do it again? Most likely. Let's try it. Okay, once again I'm not pulling the plug here, but on the other side. There it goes. It stops naturally. Then push the plug. And this should work because it is flash. Apart from the fact that it doesn't do a thing right now. And it was into flash. That said, yeah, still USB 3, but it doesn't matter. Flash should work immediately, and that obviously does not happen. So something to find out for next time. How to restart flash, either by command or something else. Good to know. Anyway, I'm glad that this somehow worked. And with this I come to the end of this video. So quite a few interesting things. First of all, fischertechnik motor that runs nicely on pulses modulation with the orange and the yellow wire. Keypad that doesn't work. The rest does. Then make flash does work with a brand new library. And yeah, flash that somehow activated this monitor, this motor, which is a servomotor, and that just goes on. However, so much for flash that doesn't show unless I have button to push and I don't still know it. So that's new territory for me. I hope you like this video. Please, if you do, subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment or suggestion, much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please show your support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired, and you can also choose to become a patron, and depending on the pledge you may have your name mentioned. All information under this video. URL of my website, social media names, and much more on my website to see. To be continued, obviously. Have a nice day and bye bye.